Hello everyone, I am Miss Fox, and for those of you who didn't know, in addition to being the drama teacher at Plummer Elementary, I am also a registered yoga instructor. So I wanted to take some time today. This whole video is about 15 minutes, but you can do any part of it. You can do a small segment of it. You can do the whole thing. You can do it a few times. The idea of this video is really to give you an opportunity to stretch your body and move it maybe in ways that you're not getting to move it on a regular basis right now when you're stuck inside. So all of these movements should be accessible to almost any body shape, any level of movement or exercise that you're used to. There's a few modifications that I'll offer, and all you need is a chair. It's helpful if the chair has a back. If the chair has arms, that's okay. Really, there's just one stretch where you're going to need two stretches where you're going to need the back of the chair. And this is something that you can do as a student. You can also do it as a parent or grandparent, or you could do it as a whole family. So use this however is going to be useful to you so that you get to move your body a little bit and take a break from whatever is stressing you out during the day or just whatever is keeping your body in a hunched round shape. All right, let's get started. So we're going to start just by finding a nice tall seat in the chair. As you can see, I'm pretty short. My feet don't really reach the ground unless I sit all the way on the edge of my chair. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my feet down on the ground. I'm going to sit up nice and tall, draw my shoulders back, and start just by taking a few deep breaths. So I'm going to be looking at the camera, but what I want you to do is to try to turn your head to face forward so that your spine is all the way straight down your back. And I want you to start just by taking a nice deep inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, press your sit bones down into the chair. And if you can't feel your sit bones on the chair, you can take your hands underneath your seat, kind of pull the flesh out to the side so you can really feel those sit bones pressing down to the chair and sit on back down. And again, we're going to take a nice deep inhale through the nose, lengthen the spine up, and as you exhale, press your sit bones down into the chair. One more time, deep inhale through the nose, and exhale, press your sit bones down. Now we're going to roll the shoulders up to your ears, and exhale, roll them back and down. Again, inhale, roll the shoulders forward and up, and exhale, roll them back and down. One more time, inhale, roll your shoulders forward and up, and exhale, roll them back and down. Now we're going to take a few twists here. So you're going to take your right hand to the back of your chair. Hopefully you have a chair with a back on it. Your left hand is going to come to the outside of your right thigh. You're going to lengthen the crown of your head up towards the ceiling, and then you're going to press into this hand as you twist, using your hand on the back of the chair to help you pull your chest towards the right. As you're doing this, your knees keep pointing forward. So you're getting a nice twist in your spine here. If you spend a lot of time hunched over a screen or at work hunched over or looking at your phone, it's really, really good for you to get a twist in your spine just to change up the way that your body is moving. Take one more inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, deepen your twist. And then we're going to come to the center. Take the same thing on the other side. So this time your left hand is going to come to the back of your chair. Your right hand is going to come to the outside of your left thigh. Lengthen the spine up. Press into your hands as you twist, looking towards your left. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, nice deep twist. Inhale, lengthen the spine up. Exhale, deepen the twist. Come back to center. Now we're going to stretch out our wrists and our hands. If you do a lot of typing or a lot of writing or a lot of manual work, it's really nice to stretch out your hands. So just start by rolling your wrists in both directions. And now you're going to extend your right arm forward, turn your palm to face up, let your fingers kind of drop down. With your left hand, you're going to draw those fingers and pull them back towards you as you press your wrist forward. So it's going to kind of look like this here. We're stretching out that wrist, especially if you spend a lot of time like this typing or making things with your hands. This is a really nice stretch in the opposite direction, so you're making sure that all of your muscles are getting some good work here. Take Take a deep inhale. Lengthen your spine up because you can still stretch the spine while you're sitting. And as you exhale, press your wrist forward. You don't have to worry about pulling back on the fingers. You're really stretching this part, not the fingers. Now you're going to release, turn the other way so that your hand is facing down. And you're going to pull back again on the wrist. Press forward with the wrist. Take a deep inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, push forward with your wrist. And then shake it out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So left arm, fingertips point up. Let the fingers drop down. With your other hand, pull the fingers gently back. You're not really stretching the fingers here. You're stretching the wrist. Press your wrist forward. Draw your shoulder down your spine. Take a deep inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, press forward through the wrist. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, press forward through the wrist. One more, inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to take it the other way. So hand faces down. Draw your fingers back. We'll drop the shoulders down the spine. Press the wrist forward. 2 more deep breaths here. Inhale. Relax the shoulders as you exhale. 1 more inhale. Draw those fingers back. Press forward through the wrist. And release. Shake out your hands. Now, we're going to work on the hips. This can be a pretty tight space, so be gentle with yourself, but I'm pretty sure that almost everybody can do this. So you're going to take your right ankle, cross it over your left thigh. So you're making this nice figure 4 here with your legs. You're going to take your right hand onto that right thigh and press your knee down. So you're opening up this outside edge of the hip here. If this feels good, if you feel like this is not too intense for you, you can deepen by folding yourself forward over the thigh. You can also deepen by taking your hands underneath your calf, lifting your calf up, hugging your calf into you, maybe wrapping your foot inside your elbow and your knee inside the other elbow and rocking from side to side. So again, you have this basic option right here. If this feels good, this is good for your hip. Just leave it. If you feel like you want to deepen, you can fold forward. You'll start to feel it on the outside of your thigh. Or you can lift the leg up. We're going to be here for 3 more breaths, wherever you are. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale your breath. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Hug your knee into your chest. Roll your ankle in both directions. Put the foot down. We're going to take it on the other side. Left ankle on top of right thigh. Press the thigh down. This is step 1. If this feels good, stay here. Step 2, fold forward. Optional, different step 2, lift the thigh into your chest. Put your foot in your right elbow and your knee in your left elbow and rock from side to side. Wherever you are, 3 breaths. One more deep inhale. Deep exhale. Release your foot. Now, we're going to open up the shoulders and the chest here. We're going to do 2 stretches here for the shoulders. This is my favorite. So you're going to take your hands, you're going to have your thumb on the inside of the chair and your 4 fingers on the back of the chair. You're going to do the same thing with the other hand. Now, if this is too intense, if you can't get your hands behind you, you can grab opposite elbows and just squeeze your shoulder blades together here. But if you can reach back with your hands and grab the chair, thumbs on the inside, fingers on the back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Press your sit bones and your feet down. Reach your collarbone forward. You should start to feel a nice stretch at the front of the chest. Take a nice deep inhale, lift the collarbone up. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Relax the elbows. Shake out the arms. Okay, so we're going to do another stretch for the front of the chest. This time, we're going to start with our left arm. Your left arm is going to come up in kind of a half touchdown shape. Touchdown. Woo. So, left arm is going to come up. Your shoulder and your elbow are going to be against the door like this, or against the wall. And you're going to slowly twist your body open so you're stretching the front of the chest. So I'm going to demonstrate. So I'm going to be standing against the wall. My elbow and my shoulder are pressed against the wall. I keep my shoulder and my elbow pressed against the wall as I gently begin to twist the rest of my body open towards the right. I'm going to try and keep my core engaged. This is just to keep me from sticking my belly out, because that's not really going to help me with my shoulder. So begin to twist yourself open. Your other hand can come to your hip. It can come to your side. If you want, you can take it to your low back. And you're going to keep pressing your elbow. See, my elbow and my hand stay pressing into the door as I twist myself open. I can be all the way against the wall, or I can step back a little bit, as long as my elbow and my palms stay against the wall, and I feel that stretch in the front of my chest. So as soon as you feel it, you're in a good spot. You're just going to hang out here for a few breaths. Make sure you relax as you exhale. And then we're going to release. Take the same thing on the other side. So again, my elbow is in line with my shoulder. I'm going to press my elbow and my palm into the wall. My right shoulder now is pressing towards the door as I twist myself open. Relax your shoulders down your back. Press your right hand actively into that door so that you're feeling the activation of the chest opening up here. The nice thing about this stretch is that you get to decide how intense it is. So if you want to back off a little bit, just untwist a little bit. One more breath here. Relax the shoulders and release. For our last stretch, you're going to come back into your chair. Come to the edge of the chair so that your feet can be wide and pressed all the way flat on the ground. If you are tall enough and you can sit in the back of your chair and your feet touch the ground, great. If you are like me and you're vertically challenged, then you have to come to the front of your chair. Your legs are going to come nice and wide, about as wide or wider than the chair. And we're just going to do a forward fold, but the idea is that you want the whole spine to relax, including the neck. So something that a lot of the times people do in this fold is they try to hold their head up because they're a little bit nervous about relaxing. Try to relax everything so that you really get that stretch all the way into your neck. So you're going to come forward, you're going to fold all the way, come back a little bit so I don't fall off the chair. You're going to keep folding, let your arms relax. I may lose sight here, and then relax the neck. And while you're hanging out down here, you can turn your head from side to side, shaking no, rock it up and down, shaking yes, and then just relax. And we're going to stay here for 10 breaths, unless my cat kicks me off the chair. And then it'll just be 5. So keep relaxing with every breath. See if you can release a little bit more weight into your head, into your shoulders, and let the back really have this moment to be loose and free. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. One more deep inhale and deep exhale. And now slowly you're going to take your hands to your knees. This is really, really important as you come up. So you don't get lightheaded. You have to go nice and slow and roll the spine. So you're going to take your hands to your thighs. Press down into your thighs and slowly roll up. Pause halfway. Take a breath. Release. And again, slowly roll the spine up. Keep rolling until you're all the way in a straight spine. All right. If you want to end your practice with a minute or two of silent meditation, I highly recommend that. There are a million different apps and videos and songs that you can listen to, but really the idea of meditation is just that you pause for a minute and you check in with how your body is feeling, and you give yourself just a moment to really be calm, especially if you're feeling anxious or tired or stressed about something. You don't need a lot of time for meditation. You don't need any props. You don't need any music. All you need is to be able to sit quietly for a minute, and if there's other sounds going around, let those sounds remind you that you are taking this time to check in with yourself and you're intentionally ignoring those sounds, right? So it's okay if you're in a loud space as long as you're taking that time to close your eyes and really be in tune with your body. So I hope you found this useful. I hope you found it helpful. And if you have any requests for body parts you want me to show you how to stretch, I am happy to do that. Feel free to comment. All right, thanks so much. See you all soon.